What's crackalacking? It's your boy Broshmo. Just in case you did not know, so man, we're back. We're here. We're on a whole lot of different platforms today. I say a whole lot. I wanted to get the Instagram going, right? Social media is tough, bro. Social media is tough. So here we are. But yeah, man, we're here for Notre Dame, Pitt. We got 3 games on the day. 3 games. A whole lot of games. We're going to be doing Oklahoma, Bama. We're going to be doing Texas, Georgia. A lot of games with a lot of implications. We'll see how all that goes. Today, we're powered by Underdog Fantasy for this game. If you want to get in on the action, if you like higher, lower on players' stats, if you want to mix and match hockey, football, basketball, baseball will be back sometime. Then check out Underdog Fantasy. Sign up using promo code Broshmo. They match that first deposit up to $1,000 dues. So it's always a great way to play. The next 2 streams, we're going to be raising money for the Magnolia Foundation. I'll talk more about that in those streams, but another cause that tugged at my heartstrings that I felt like I wanted to do, I needed to do. So whatever platform you're on, hit the thumbs up. It's always much appreciated. Much obliged. We'll go over some of my best bets for the day. Let's take a quick little gander at what we're working with. Any bets that I like? There are some bets I love. So since last night, Notre Dame has been bet up to minus 13.5. Last night, when I did put my bets in, I bet them up from 12.5 to 13.5 to cover 2 touchdowns against Pitt. I think this might be a statement game for Notre Dame. This is kind of their last game of the season that they can really make a statement. They finished the year with Stanford, Syracuse. You're not making statements against those squads. For goodness sake, I think Miami put up 30, 40 points on both those squads. So you're not making statements. This is where you make the statement against a ranked opponent, a ranked team in Pittsburgh. So I like Notre Dame to cover. I'm intrigued by this Northwestern Michigan. I don't think I'd take Michigan at minus 10.5. I bet them down to minus 9. It's at Wrigley, so not a Northwestern home game. Apparently, there's a lot of fans in Wrigley for Michigan, so we'll see. What's up, Nintendo Mike? Hopefully, you're having a great day. Navy, they're taking on USF, South Florida. South Florida minus 9.5 point favorite. I like that number better than the number they gave us last night at minus 10.5. Horvath is back for Navy. Will that mean much of anything? I don't know. I kind of like South Florida. If you were putting together a parlay of like games you're positive of, this isn't one of them. This is one you would include in your big parlay that you hope to hit, but maybe you don't. Yeah, Nintendo Mike, it's just you for now. Just you for now. All right. What else we got cooking here? Cincinnati and Arizona's interesting. Arizona's a good squad. Can they cover 6.5? I would bet it up to plus 7.5 just to get that touchdown cover if you really wanted to. But that's another one of the much like the Navy South Florida game I prefer not to touch. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. UConn minus 8.5. That might be the right number, but I like that UConn team. They could put up points. So that's one I got on the corner of my eye. Taking Connecticut. Let's see. Oh, I want to bet Arkansas LSU bad. I want to. I just can't. I just can't. Because I want to take Arkansas. It's in Death Valley. I can't take that. I mean, I guess you could take Arkansas with the points plus 4.5, but I think I'd rather just stay away from that game. Let's see. I mean, Kentucky, a team that just doesn't put up points. Taking Tennessee Tech. 10-0 Tennessee Tech, by the way. Plus 22.5. It's a lot of points. Might be willing to take that. Let's see. What else we got here? All right, we're going to move to the afternoon slate. Because we got Bama minus 6.5 over Oklahoma. I like that. I like Bama to win by 2 scores against Oklahoma. This is in Tuscaloosa. Oklahoma's down R. Mason Thomas. That's kind of big. That's kind of huge. So I'm taking Alabama all day to cover that. As long as it's a 1-score spread, I'm taking that. I want to take Miami over NC State, but NC State's kind of like my ACC darlings. They got players that I like. Justin Jolie, Hollywood Smothers. Miami, they're reeling out big wins because they need it. They don't control their own destiny. They need help. Will they get it? So yeah, I'll take. I don't think I'm touching that game. I'm not going to touch USC and Iowa. Apparently, they're in a. Iowa just took the weather with them. It's going to be a crazy weather game. I do like USC to win though. Oh, so last night that the number was right, I think, if you wanted to get it, because then you could bet it down without sacrificing a lot of juice. Duke was 3.5-point favorite last night. I bet them down to minus 2.5. I think they beat Virginia. I think there's this crazy scenario where Duke's in the ACC championship game. They just got to win out. They're 4-1 in the ACC. It's a home game for them. They've been playing good football. I like Darren Manessa. I do think Virginia gets Chandler Morris back, but I don't like this 5.5 number. I do think it'll be a close game. Dude, how is Penn State getting bet down? I love Penn State against Michigan State. I think they're going to throttle Michigan State by two or more scores. Them at minus 6.5, I'm getting an eerie feeling that Vegas knows something we don't. I'm getting an eerie feeling. I thought the line was low at 7.5. Seeing it bet down to 6.5 makes me a little concerned. Makes me a little nervous. All right, let's move on. Let's see. All right, we got Pitt Panthers running onto the field. Let's go. Oh man, I love Memphis. They were minus or plus 3.5 last night against ECU. Bet down to minus plus 2.5. I'm taking it. Memphis must win. I know ECU is also in the AAC championship hunt, but I'm taking Memphis there. Florida Atlantic, they were plus 17.5. I like that number. Tulane, they don't necessarily blow out a lot of teams. Florida Atlantic's not a great team, but they're okay. So I wouldn't mind taking Florida Atlantic plus. I'd bet that up to 17.5. We got North Carolina. Uh-oh. I think they're on a hot streak, aren't they? Yeah, dude. 2-game winning streak against Stanford and Syracuse. 2 very not good teams. Wake Forest has been good this year. Can North Carolina cover on the road? Again, if you're putting together a larger parlay, I'd throw them in there. I love Coastal plus 3.5 against Georgia Southern. This is a good Coastal Carolina team. I'm in on it. I'm in. Not touching Florida Ole Miss. I'm not touching Utah, Baylor. You could maybe touch the over. I like them going for more than 60 points. Purdue is a covering machine this year. No, I cannot stream the actual game, unfortunately. This is a watch along. I'll talk about the game. I'll give you a little play by play, but no. If I stream the game, they pull my streams down, maybe even ban the channel. So I cannot do that, unfortunately. It'd be fun though. What up, Bradley? How you doing, buddy? Hopefully you're having a good day, my friend. Like I said, Purdue, cover machine. If you're going to give me Purdue at plus 14.5, I'm taking Purdue at plus 14.5. I think that number was higher last night. I can't remember. Washington's coming off a very disappointing loss to Wisconsin last week. Cost me a parlay, is what it is. Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Nectar of the gods. I got some coffee, got some caffeine. Lord knows I need it. It's going to be a long day. Bradley says, roll tide. I echo that sentiment considering I'm betting them. The Ohio State minus 34.5 makes you want to take that UCLA number, but Nico's out for UCLA, so I'm not touching it. Georgia, Texas, I'm not touching it, but I'm glad it got bet down. I'm more willing to take Georgia minus 4.5 now at this point. All right. We got a couple of others that I might like here. Maybe not. This Boise State, San Diego State, I think is going to be a freaking brawl. Look at the over under 41.5. Boise State's got coming off a disappointing loss against Fresno. They got a really good ground game. I'm intrigued in the game. I'm intrigued. I'll say that. I'm intrigued. So there's some of my favorite bets of the day. I got Gojo's best bets for this slate. Up, down, low here. I got Notre Dame minus 12.5. That's been bet up to 13.5. South Florida minus 9.5, and Penn State minus 7.5, which has been bet down to 6.5, which means I'm gonna go on my FanDuel app and get in on a couple of these games before they are completely underway. Considering, oh, dude, South Florida's now been bet down to 8.5. That's nuts. Riley, South Carolina, Texas A&M should be a GPPD game. I don't know what that means. All right. Let me get in on some of these. Trying to find these games that have been bet down or where the favorites have been bet down so I can jump on that sucker. Where's this Penn State game? Where's this Penn State game? Let's see. Oh, it's going to be a good game? I don't know, man. A&M, I think they're rolling. They're getting hot at the right time. That's still a large number. I won't take it to cover. Too large for me. I'm a coward. South Carolina's kind of on their last legs. All right. Don't mind me as I get these last few parlays in. Franklin to Virginia Tech is massive. Is that official? I don't think that's official. I haven't seen anything that's said that's official. What's new with me, Bradley? Not much. Still doing the draft grind. What's new? I watched a couple of corners this week. I watched let's see. I watched Brandon Cease from South Carolina, Arizona scores a touchdown off the rip. Oh man, and I was just talking how, hey, maybe they're not a bad bet after all. Maybe they're not a bad bet after all. Um, let's see. Yeah, the South Carolina corner, he's a freaky athlete, man. Like legitimately freaky athlete. And then I watched was it Kelly Jones from Mississippi State? Interesting size, 6'4", 195. Reminds me a lot of Takario Davis from formerly of Arizona, now Washington. I think he's like a redshirt sophomore or true junior. Smoother athlete than you would expect for a big corner. Long strides allows him to eat up ground. Not nearly as good in press as you would expect, but really good in off zone coverage. But I think he returns. Not official. Official. Yeah, I figured Virginia Tech would be pursuing hard after James Franklin. Makes sense. I'm kind of curious what's going to go on with Beamer in South Carolina. If they're going to bring him back, because I figured he would be a shoo-in for the Virginia Tech job just to extend that Beamer legacy. All right, we're about to be kicked off here, boys and girls. I'm going to switch over to the Gamecast. If you're on the YouTube, I do have a poll up in the chat. Who do you got? Notre Dame minus 13.5. Pitt plus 13.5. So you can go vote on that if you'd like. But yeah, we're here all day, boys and girls. We're here all day. All right, all these games are getting underway. Pitt will start with the football. We got a touchback. They got the young man. Pitt at quarterback, 5-0 since started. Desmond Reed is back as well. Let's go. Yeah, I'm doing the Bama game today, Bradley. All right, dropping back, looking around, gets it out. And that is Desmond Reed making guys miss out across his own 40. Down to about the 42, the 43. Desmond Reed is going to be huge in this game. Not sure if South Carolina wants to keep him, however. Yeah, I have no idea what South Carolina wants to do with Beamer. Here we go. Down to their own 44. Heinskill? I believe that's how you say his name. All right, taking a shotgun. We're getting a handoff to Reed here with a good gain. Oh, close to midfield, down to about the 49. It's going to set up a 2nd and 5 for Pitt. This is a good drive thus far. Good drive. This is what Pitt wants. This is what Pitt wants to see. Oh, Heinschel gets it out to the tight end for a first down. They're out across the Notre Dame 40. Uh-oh, watch out. This could be trouble. Wisconsin is pushing Indiana's D-line. Oh, man. I think Wisconsin's got the freshman at quarterback, Smith, right? Starting this week. All right, 1st and 10 from the Notre Dame 39. They're going to fake a handoff on the jet, and they're going deep. He's got a guy. Oh, bounces out of his hands. He had him, and the receiver had it bounce out of his hands. Williams. Oh, man, it bounced off his shoulder or his helmet as he was trying to bring it in. Woof. All right, we got 2nd and 10 here. Oh, Reed getting nowhere. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 8. Not sure if we're loving that. What happened to the live streams? Dude, I've been here every week, Bradley. Oh, they go quick. Dropping back out across the middle. Oh, what a hit! No, that's incomplete. He got hit as he went to catch the football. That was Hicks that got hammered. Was that Schuler that delivered the hit? Golly, bro. That's nuts. Nasty hit. Yeah. All right. So are they going to go for the 54, 55-yard field goal here? You meant the field on the screen. I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. I have no idea what you're talking about, Bradley. Oh, they're going for it. Heinzel is going to be sacked. Literally the worst thing that could have happened. Sacked on 4th down, and you lost so much yards. You were at the 37, the Notre Dame 37. You get sacked on the other side of the of midfield. Going to give Notre Dame great field position. Here, let me check this out. Check out what you mean, Brad. Bradley, you're probably on the YouTube Shorts. Yeah, you're on the YouTube Shorts. You're not on. If you're talking about why, if the screen does not look right to you, you're probably viewing it via on your PC on YouTube Shorts rather than the stream meant for PC and television. All right, handoff here to Love. Big run inside the Pitt 30. I'm testing out right now because Streamlab now has it to where you could stream both vertically and horizontally. So I was like, okay, if I can stream as short as a YouTube short at the same time as doing it as a normal like watch along video, then yeah, let's do it. Let's send it. All right, it gets it out to Jeremiah Love Carr, but I mean, golly, nothing's working there. Big loss. Big loss. Seven-yard loss, 2nd and 17 from the Pitt 34. All right, handoff here. Love picking up a little bit of it back. All right, here comes 3rd and 10. Down to the Pitt 27. Carr's going to drop back. He's trying to get it to Fields on a little comeback, but not enough room. Incomplete. Honestly, considering how abysmal the end of Pitt's last drive was, that is a good stop. That is a really good stop. Gamecocks up 3-0. Oh, watch out. And it's no good. It's no good. We're scoreless. Missed the field goal. What up, DP? DP. That's what I'm gonna call you. The List, the Dolphins podcast. How you doing, bro? South Carolina going up 3-0. That's nice. I don't know if they can hang with all the points that A&M can and will put up. So Pittsburgh, after an abysmal end to that drive, being able to basically start over, be like, okay, let's act like these first two drives didn't happen. Not bad, not bad. Let's do a scoreboard. Hit the refresh. We got Indiana, Wisconsin still all tied up. Hey, watch out. We got Cincinnati. They're moving. First and goal at the Arizona 4. Arizona up 7-0. UTSA's up 7-0 on Charlotte. Eastern Michigan's up 7-0 on Ball State. Like we were talking about earlier, South Carolina is up 3-0 on A&M. Michigan, Northwestern are all tied up. Navy's up 7-0 early on South Florida. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Oh, and UConn, they're up 6-0 on probably about to be 7-0 on Air Force. Look at that, man. That's wild. All right, Cincinnati has indeed scored. Russian touchdown by Brendan Sorsby himself. They tie the ball game up. Miami trap game? Not real. Why would it be a Miami trap game? How would that be a Miami trap game? Riddle me that. In what world is that a Miami trap game? How is NC State a trap game for Miami? Who are they looking ahead to? Pittsburgh, like in a few weeks, but I'm fairly confident next week is nothing special. Yeah, next week's Virginia Tech. Like the Pittsburgh game, sure. But no, NC State's not a trap game. I think Miami, I wouldn't bet it, but I think they're going to win by 2 scores. I think they're going to smack NC State because they need style points to make the playoff. They need help, but they also need style points. Oh, Mendoza with the 31-yard touchdown pass to Charlie Becker. Look at what happened to Georgia Tech. Yeah, I wouldn't call that a trap game. Yeah, I guess I'm thinking of a look ahead spot rather than a trap game. But no, I'm not. I'm not worried about Miami. Even if they lose, I kind of don't care. It's a good NC State team. It's an NC State team that's got a lot of players I like. EJ Bailey, Justin Jolie, though I don't know if he's playing because of the hamstring. Hollywood Smothers. So, oh, here comes the pressure. And Pitt's quarterback trying to run, doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be like a 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9. Heinstell. Heinstell. Man, I'm gonna be freaking having a tough time saying this dude's name all day long. Michigan missed the 33-yard field goal attempt. Woof. Kind of sucks to be Michigan. All right, empty backfield for Pitt. Dropping back. They're bringing in extra pressure. He's looking. He's dumping it over the middle. Oh, tight coverage. Well defended. I think that was Christian Gray with the pass breakup. And that's 3 up. Well, not 3 up, 3 down, but 3 and outs. So good defense there by Notre Dame. Here comes a punt. You got Jordan Faison back there who's going to pick it up and run with it. He's out past the 30 and the 40, down to about the 44. What a nice return. We got Gooey. Let's go, boys. Hustle and heart, boys. Let's bring this one home. Pitt, hustle, heart. We win by double digits. Hey, man, root for your team, bro. I'm rooting for Notre Dame to cover. But hey, root for your team, man. Root for your team. Oh, Eric, what's up, buddy? Favorite non-QB in the draft this year? Tyson, Bain, Downs, or Francis? I do like CC. I think Jordan Tyson was my favorite entering the year. The hamstring injury, not what I wanted to see with the guy that already had like a broken collarbone last year, torn ACL the year prior. Not even the year prior, but last year that year he was recovering from the ACL he suffered his freshman season. But I lean Bain, I lean Downs. Those are probably my 2 highest non-quarterback prospects. But I got Tyson up there pretty high too. It just medicals might end up being important just because golly, dude. My dude. Just stay healthy. South Carolina showed up today. We'll see. We'll see. That's why I said I didn't want to take Texas A&M. Like that Texas A&M minus 17 or 16 and a half. Whoa, that's large. But I'm not confident enough to take South Carolina. We are in Coxvember. So maybe South Carolina has come and showed up. But we just started talking a little bit of draft. And if you didn't know, here on the channel known as Broshmo, I got a draft guide.
We love the NFL draft, and now my draft guide is available for purchase. It comes with over 500 player backgrounds and close to 300 player evals. It updates throughout the whole draft cycle. So when I add a new eval or I change my rankings, you're going to be the first to know. It's going to have all the pro day and combine numbers along with analytics. And it's a Google spreadsheet for right now. So you have to include your email with the purchase, but we will be switching over to a website at the end of the year. And if you get it now, it's going to be cheaper now than it will be later. It's a great way to support the channel. And as always, much appreciated, much obliged.
Yeah. Gooey, JK. I got Notre Dame double result, but Notre Dame plus Bama parlay. Sweating this H1. The Notre Dame QB looks hungover from shrimps. Golly. Oh, Jeremiah Love breaking one. He's out past the third. No one's catching him. That dude's got track speed. No one's catching him. 56-yard touchdown. Notre Dame. On cue. Looking to cover for me today. I love it. I love it. South Carolina almost beat Alabama. Yeah. Alabama, they play tight games on the road, though. Let's not pretend like South Carolina is not 3-6. Did not lose every game in the month of October. I'm just saying, let's not pretend South Carolina can play competitively. I hope they do. I like South Carolina. I liked them coming into the year. They got some of my favorite players in Lenore Sellers, Nick Harper. But I don't know if it's enough. That offensive line is terrible. I don't know if they can keep it up. If they can keep it up all game long, then that's sick. But Texas A&M is the type of offense. If you can't move the ball consistently, they're gonna run up the score. They're gonna score points in chunks. All right. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and close the poll in the chat. That's wild. How many votes were that? 10 votes. And y'all were 50-50? Well, I guess Notre Dame and the points. It makes it a tougher decision. And we're going to get a return here from Pitt on the kickoff. He's out past the 20. He's past the 30. Is he going to get the corner? No, but great return out to the 43. Pitt needed that and needed it bad. Navy about to score again. Wow. Just crushed South Florida's playoff championship hopes. That's wild. Shoot, man. What is that opening it up for Memphis again? Or let's take a quick gander at how the American stacks up then. Oh man, pick 6! You're joking. Oh no. So yeah, Tay Johnson and he read the slant the whole way, jumped it, returned it. Golly. Just like that, 14-0. I feel like Notre Dame always does well when we watch them against teams like Navy and such. All right, let's I'm pulling up stand-ins. I'm going to pull this up right here. Let's take this gander. So, I mean, I guess Win puts Navy in. North Texas. Man. North Texas only lost to South Florida, while Tulane lost to, I believe, was it UTSA? Yeah. Then they got the win over Memphis. Their schedule's not terrible from here on out. I don't know what the tiebreaker is. But wow, South Florida being eliminated. And let's not look past ECU, though. I think Memphis wins today. Wow. That puts it in James Madison's court. We're going to get another return here and not nearly as much. Gets out to the 17. What other big games are on right now? Technically, Navy South Florida is a big game. Texas A&M and South Carolina would be pretty fun. Especially if South Carolina is playing competitively, then that could be a real fun game. Arizona, Cincinnati might be the actual best game on. Who's your number one prospect in 2027 mock? If I'm being honest, bro. If I'm being honest, I don't typically start evaluating a draft class until the summer before. I would probably assume it's going to be Jeremiah Smith. Maybe even Colin Simmons. When you take quarterback positional value into consideration, that can muddy things up. Depends on who returns, but I mean, there's that. Could Navy make the playoff? Yeah, if they win out. Ryan Williams is thin. He needs to add mass. And he's had brief instances of the drops. Not saying he doesn't have ball skills. He's got ball skills. Drops have been a problem for him, though. All right, 3rd and 9. Fakes the handoff. Here comes the pressure. And here comes the blitz. Sacked. That was Schuler on a safety blitz up the middle. Is James Madison ranked right now? In the AP, they're 25. I don't think they were ranked by the College Football Committee. Yeah, you could, dude, Bradley, you could call it whatever the heck you want. Some sophomore slump, but that's just what it is. He's been dropping the football. He's got a thin frame anyway. He needs to add to it. Here comes the punt. It's going to be fielded at about the 36, and we're going to get a return. He's out past the 40, out past midfield, down at about the pit 47. Great field position for Notre Dame. You got Notre Dame, Alabama money line parlay. Why would you go money line parlay? That must not pay out well. Yeah, my wife had a great time at the concert. It was up in Vegas. She liked it a lot. My wife has a drinking problem. Jeremiah Smith, the first pick next year over a quarterback. It depends. There's so many things that go into that. It depends on what teams are picking first overall. Even if it's not a quarterback needy team, will there be a trade package? A team moves up to go ahead and get that quarterback. There's so much tough to project. I couldn't give an actual probability on it. Like the only way I think Jeremiah Smith is picked over a quarterback first overall is if that team couldn't find a trade partner and didn't need a quarterback. All right, let's do a scoreboard. We got Gamecocks touchdown. Heck yeah. Hit the refresh. Bama doesn't worry me, Gooey. I think they win. They win and should be fine. So Indiana, they're up 7-0 on Wisconsin. South Carolina can't come into play in College Station. They're up 10-3. We already know Notre Dame right now. They're on cruise control. They're about to go up 3 scores. Still no score in the Northwestern Michigan game. Navy's up 7-3 on South Florida. Cincinnati, they have taken the lead. They're up 14-7 on Arizona. We got Oklahoma State up 3-0 on Kansas State. Air Force. Oh, they go up 7-6 on UConn. I like that Connecticut team. UTSA is up 7-0 on Charlotte, and Eastern Michigan's up 7-0 on Ball State. Oh, told me. What did you tell me, Bradley? What did you tell me? You told me the score? Okay. I didn't doubt that South Carolina scored. Yeah, but Gooey, Bama won't worry me. If Oklahoma is indeed down, our Mason Thomas, that's huge. If if John Mateer, if the passing's much of what we've seen since coming back from the hand surgery, then I like Alabama a lot at home. Yeah, they're coming to play now. Just wait. Let's just wait. There's a whole second half. Teams could come to play early and then fade late. Hey, listen, I'm rooting for South Carolina. I love South Carolina. I also really like Texas A&M a ton. Two teams I really like from the SEC. Well, South Carolina, I like for different reasons. Oh, hit as he throws. It's a bit of a duck. Was that a corner blitz? Golly, he flew in there. It might have been. Yeah, corner blitz. Yeah, the tight end missed the corner blitz. Dang, dude. What the heck? And they get a quick screen, quick little pass out to Paulin, who takes it for a couple. 3rd and 9. Have you ever tried to sneak into a sporting event or concert? Nope, because I'm a civilized human being. And if I have, I don't recall. Let that be on the record. All right, 3rd and 9. Carr getting it out quick to Paulin again, who's got a ways to go. Yeah, with my this is a great. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so that's going to set up 4th and 6. Do you play the field position game or do you go for it? I'd like to see him go for it. Jeremiah Love, a top 10 pick at this point. I don't know. You're going to have a hard time. No, they're going to be punting, but you're going to have a hard time selling me on running back in the top 10 in general. You just are. Spartan, if these watch alongs paid, I'd do them for the NFL too. But they don't. They don't, unfortunately. I'm here just to spend time with you guys. If Texas A&M loses, that would be kind of funny. If the Dolphins don't draft a wide receiver in this draft class, do you think they will target Jeremiah Smith? If they're picking high enough in 2027 to take Jeremiah Smith and we still don't have an answer at quarterback, I think you got to go with the quarterback. All right, they hand off to Turner. Pitt, good run there. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. There's going to be a gain of 6 out to the Pitt 14, their own 14, that is. What's the most chaotic scenario for the college football playoff? Duke winning the ACC, South Florida getting their act together, winning the American, James Madison winning out, winning the Sun Belt. Quick pass out to Desmond Reed, who gets out past the first down. A world where the ACC doesn't get a team in the college football playoff. That's the craziest thing. You found the regular live stream? Nice. All right, I'm going to put the mic away so you don't hear me chomping and chewing. Oh, another sack on. Oh, close to the sack on Hinshaw. He's going to just throw the ball away. There's a flag down. Where is it at? So hold it on Notre Dame. Defensive holding. So automatic first down. No, Duke would not be in if they win the ACC. They're a 4-loss squad. Duke would have to make it as an at large, and they wouldn't with 4 losses. All right, we got trips down low, and we're going to hand it off here to Desmond Reed, who's making a couple of guys miss, but there's nowhere to go. The blocking was atrocious. He's going to lose 1 or 2 yards there. Does the ACC suck? I mean, it's kind of down this year. The ACC is down this year. I mean, I wouldn't say the Sun Belt or the American are better conferences than the ACC, but they will have better records. So why don't you do these for the NFL as well? Logan, again, it's time consuming. These live streams, they don't pay me money, man. I'm doing these for fun, and it would be financially irresponsible to do them for the NFL as well. When I could be working on content for the channel. That's why. Does a 3-loss Pitt get in? If they win the ACC, maybe. But even then, that's such a long shot. Probably because Hinshaw trying to pick it up on the ground on 3rd and 11 and does not. I repeat, does not. Pitt would have to win out. If they win the ACC, they'd have to win out to make the college football playoff with an automatic bid. Because if James Madison, South Florida win out, they're going to be ahead of Pitt if they lose this game against Notre Dame. Nice tackle on the punt return. Down around the 20. I want my Texans to draft offensive line. If they miss out on offensive line, do they trade down or draft Love? Probably just go for Love. If you could trade down, I think trading down and acquiring more assets is always the right answer. 3-loss Tennessee, do they get in? Again, they'd have to win out, and in this scenario, they would, right? They need a lot to go right for them. 3-loss Texas has a better chance of getting in, though. What got me into football? My dad. My dad watched football. I watched what he was watching. Jadarian Price, good run there for about 4 yards, but there's a flag. Bryce Underwood will not transfer. He makes so much money, dude. Are you serious? That would probably violate or break his NIL deal, and he would lose out on so much more money transferring. All right. 1st and 20. You got a HB delay. A little draw play, but they lose 2 yards on that. I'm going to set up 2nd and 22. I don't think, Spartan, you know exactly how much money Underwood got paid to come to Michigan over LSU. I don't think you understand how much money he got paid. What happened to the Canes this year? The Canes are the Canes. This is what they do every year. Quick screen. Out to Smith, who's going to pick up a few to set up a 3rd and 15. SMU's not a bad squad, though. Oh, guard gets it down there to Malachi Fields. What a catch. There is a flag, but golly. Guard threw that one up, said, hey, Fields, go get it. And he did. All right, so it was on the defense. So 1st down. What a catch. All right, that's the end of the 1st quarter there. South Carolina up 17-3. Oh, no. Did they just catch A&M sleepwalking? Uh-oh. Can Carr? Yeah, Carr could definitely be an NFL quarterback one day. I haven't really watched him, and I won't watch him for an eval this year nor next year. Unless he's like, wait, was he a red shirt last year? Was he a red shirt? So he might be eligible for next year's draft. In that case, I might watch him. Let's see. I'm kind of curious what some of the live lines are right now for these games. All right. So live line right now, A&M, Texas A&M is still a -3.5 favorite. You could bet them right now, -3.5. No, why wouldn't no Malachi Fields is not related to Justin Fields. Hmm.
I am having biscuits and gravy with hash browns. Pretty good. Pretty good. Eric, I have no idea how much money these NILs are willing to hand out to recruits and transfers. No idea. All right, card dropping back, going over the middle. It's intercepted. They're out across midfield, inside the 40. He's still running. Oh, out past the 20. He's going to be tackled at the 11. What an interception. We haven't even broke out the turnover kazoo today. Didn't break it out for the pick six earlier. Golly. All right, we're going to fake the handoff, and Heinzel is going to get out past the 6, maybe the 5. All right, 2nd and 4. He can still get the first down. Oh, he throws it at the feet of Williams. That was tried to get it out real quick, and it led him to just throwing it at his knees. All right. Here, I'm going to just go throw this away real quick. I'll be back. Thank you. We got a flag down. No, Spartan. I think I've talked about this. I don't want to be an NFL scout. Why would I? I got a good gig going on here. Do you realize how often like scouts are on the road? Oh no, I'd rather be. I like this where I'm like I have access to my family at all times. Oh, so it's 4th and 4. So they're going to come out here for a field goal. Do you think New Orleans, given Derek Carr that massive contract, was the beginning of that? Oh, dude, no, yeah. A lot of people didn't like the contract anyway that was handed out. So, no, I'm not sick. I have a runny nose, bro. I have allergies out the wazoo. That's just who I am and what I am. I do know Dante Trader. He is the Dolphins. Played a lot in the slot last week against the Bills. but he's a safety for the Dolphins. There's the field goal. Man, where is the turnover? There's the turnover, Kazoo. We got it ready. We got it ready for the next turnover. Indiana, they're up 7-0 on Wisconsin. South Carolina up 17-3 on Texas A&M. We got 7-0. Michigan up on Northwestern. Navy's up 14-9 on South Florida. Cincinnati's up 14-7 on Arizona. Oklahoma State's up 6-0 on Kansas State. Air Force still up 7-6 on Connecticut. UTSA's up 7-0 on Charlotte. And Eastern Michigan is up 14-3 on Ball State. And don't look now. Arkansas is up 7-0 on LSU. That game just got underway. Oh, no. Wisconsin just scored a touchdown. Hey, ho, let's go. Maybe there's a ball game brewing there. My family friend is a scout for the Titans. He hardly gets to see his kids. Yeah, I don't want that crap. Who's your favorite Dolphins player of all time? I mean, I feel like you have to say Dan Marino. I loved their defense in the early 2000s. Like, I love Zach Thomas. That's probably, dude, got the Zach Thomas jersey right here. Jason Taylor. You got Patrick Surtain, Sam Madison, eventually Junior Seau. That was a fun defense. Chris Chambers, I got a warm spot for. I love the combination of Ronnie Brown, Ricky Williams. Again, that was all around my generation of growing up with the Dolphins. But I feel like you have to say Dan the Man, right? You gotta say Dan the Man. All right. I think on the Hulu, I do want to pull up another game. I just don't know what game that is I want to watch. What team do you hate the most? I don't hate any team. I don't hate. I could tell you teams I have that I could tell you teams that I despise, I suppose. I mean, I despise the Jets and the Patriots a ton. I don't know why Buffalo I just can't get around to hating. I mean, they lost what, like 4 Super Bowl in a row, so like I don't know, man. Maybe I feel for them. Maybe I feel for them. Oh, thick 6. That's sexy. Hey, what up, R2K? Matt Cardona was on. Yeah, I saw. No, Matt Cardona was not on SmackDown last night. Zack Ryder was on SmackDown. All right, we got a handoff here to Love. Makes a few guys miss. Gets out across their own 30. Why do you hate and not, or why do you despise and not hate? You got to realize, I know people throw the word hate around. How strong of a word hate actually is, or at least the intention of the word. Talking loathe, wish the worst on, to some degree, like want to disappear from the world. Like hate back in the day was a strong word. That's why I don't like using it. All right, Love breaks it outside for the first down. There's a flag down. Dante Trayer went to your high school where you coached? Oh, he played lacrosse there too then, huh? How I predict games is by their rankings. That's not always a good process. Especially this year where there's so much parity. gooey. You need a Notre Dame TD minus 17.5. That's nuts. That's a nuts number to bet that up to. Love will rise like a phoenix. All right. 2nd and 15 after the penalty. Carr dropping back, going over the middle. He's got his tight end. Eli Raridan wow, man, ate some contact. Got some yards after the catch there, too. Nice. South Carolina, they just got a field goal. They've made it a 17-point game. Let's go. Have you watched Brooks Parker yet? No, I haven't. How are the Patriots so good? Dude, Mike Vrabel's a great coach. Oh, me and Alex are going to be doing a 3-round mock Monday night. False start on the offense. Oh, man, we got 2 penalties already on this drive for Notre Dame. What are we doing? And fake the handoff, gets it out to Raridan again. Makes a guy miss. Oh, he's out past the first down. Let's go. Nice pickup. You got a banana phone. That's cute. Bye, Liv. All right. Oh, did they say he stepped out? Oh, so 3 yard. Oh, going downfield again. It looks like he expected Raridan to perhaps. Yeah, it looks like he expected Raridan to go down the field, but there is a flag. But pass interference call. 15 yards, automatic first down. Okay, so Raridan was trying to go downfield, but he got yanked and turned around. Hand off to Love for a couple of yards. Yeah, Indiana's in a tight one today. Indiana really hurt me last week. I bet. Oh, there ain't no way you bet that much money. That's wild, bro. That's insane. All right, Carr dropping back. He's being scrambled, force out the pocket, drops it down to Jeremiah Love, who's going to be. Should have just turned it upfield to get the first down. He's going to be about a yard or two short. Hey, what up, Skater Boy? Hopefully you're having a great day. Which teams do you think Peter Woods, TJ Parker are good fits for? I think for Peter Woods, if you are a team that runs defense, then Peter Woods is a good fit for you. TJ Parker, more of a base 4-3 type guy. Gets it out to Raridan, who will pick up the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Pitt 26. And we're going to get another handoff here to Love, who's going to maybe pick up a yard or two. Underwood struggling out there. He's a freshman. And there's Gojo. Speaking of Gojo, we got Gojo's picks. He liked Notre Dame minus 12.5. He liked South Florida minus 9.5. I don't know how that's looking thus far. And then Penn State minus 7.5. All right, Carr in shotgun with Love out to his left. Gets it to Raridan, who, oh man, they just couldn't bring him down. He's too dang strong. Oh, yeah, he might have stepped out of bounds. They got him stepping out of bounds last time, earlier in the drive. Oh, you know what? No, I don't. Okay, it was after he broke the tackles. Okay, that's fair. That's a lot of yards, Bradley. Oh, man, everything's going wrong for an A&M. You had Craver just drop a easy catch. I mean, it wasn't the easiest catch in the world. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't the easiest catch, but still. Oh, Jordan Marshall has 12 yards rushing, not 72. Dude, this is what I like about the ACC. They're so transparent with their reviews. All right, first down. Upheld at the Pitt 5. A&M's scared? No, A&M's not playing well. That's what it. A&M's not scared. They're a team that can afford a loss. That's what it is, unfortunately. All right, here we go. First and 10 at the Pitt 15. We're going to get the hand. Nope. Oh, no, it is a handoff to Love. Down to about the 12 or the 11. Stone hasn't got up and done anything versus Michigan yet. 6 passing yards and 19 rush. Dang, that's wild. Yeah, SMU beat the Canes. Seminoles beat the Tide. What are we doing here? We're just looking into the past. Like, oh, okay. Oklahoma beat Michigan. Did you know that? Bradley? Say something of substance, Bradley. Dude, Jeremiah Love, man, just scooting in there. First and goal. Too easy. Yeah, down at about the 5, maybe the 4. And we're going to get another handoff to Love here, who they sell out to stop him. It's going to be second and goal. Don Wink needs to step it up on defense. Does he? Because it sounds like the defense is playing well for Michigan. All right, second and goal. And Carr just going to throw this one away. How good for college football would it be if Navy makes the playoff? It would be fun. They'd probably be 2 touchdown underdogs, but it would be fun to see Navy in the playoff. All right, Pitt calling a timeout here. Dang, dude. South Carolina is doing this to A&M on the same day Elko's talking about a 6-year extension. Woof. Let's see. Which group of 5 team has the best chance to win a playoff game? You'd probably got to think South Florida, right? Because they've already beat a Power 4 team. He needs Jayshon Barham in the game more. Yeah. Yeah, Barham should be a guy that, because what? Well, didn't he make the move to like essentially a full-time edge rusher? All right, we got scoreboard. Indiana, they're up 10-7 on Wisconsin. South Carolina's up 20-3 on Texas A&M. Michigan, they're up 7-0 on Northwestern, but Northwestern about to score. Watch out. Oh, Navy, they're up 21-9 on South Florida. Oh, poor South Florida. Cincinnati, they're up 14-7 on Arizona. Ohio State's up 6-0, or Ohio State. Oklahoma State wishes they were Ohio State. But they are up 6-0 on Kansas State. Air Force is still up 7-6 on UConn. UTSA is up 7-0 on Charlotte. Eastern Michigan's up 14-3 on Ball State. Arkansas is up 7-0 on LSU and ready to score again. Tulsa's up 7-0 on Oregon State. And then Arizona, they're down 3 to West Virginia. That might have been the first drive of the game, though. If Notre Dame doesn't score here, my wife is probably going to divorce me. Well, enjoy being single, I suppose. Northwestern had holding and offensive pass interference. Woof. Jeff jumping in the chat just saying, let's go Wisconsin. Oh, and Spartan, he's right. Be sure to become a bro and subscribe. Leave this video a thumbs up. If you're on the X, leave it a heart. Today's stream is brought to you by our friends over at Underdog Fantasy. Use the promo code Broshmo. They match your first deposit up to $1,000. Use as always, play responsibly, play within your means. We will be doing a fundraiser donation for the Magnolia Foundation in our next 2 streams of the day. I'll talk more about in those streams. I think he's a yard short. He's inches short. Raritan was right there. Few inches from the goal line, reached out. Just missed out. No, I've already made enough bets today, Spartan. Dude, 4th and goal, send it. I mean, they're going to review it. but I imagine he looks short. Go for it. You have Jeremiah Love. I don't see how this ref is letting Northwestern's coach get in his face. Yeah. Dude, I stinking love the ACC that they let you go like behind the scenes into what they're talking about. Every conference needs to implement this immediately, especially if you're the SEC. Dang, dude. Reed almost threw a pick. Trying to force it over there to KC Concession. Who wins the Big Ten and why? Ohio State. They're the most talented team in college football. All right, we're going to get a Notre Dame timeout here. When you talk about position for position, Ohio State is the most talented team. They're a team seemingly with no flaws outside of occasionally they start slow. But they're so good that they will grind you down, make you play at their pace, and still ultimately win by multiple scores. They are the team that has been the most impressive thus far this season. Dang, A&M forced a punt again, man. All right. I'm going to have to put on the glasses, boys and girls. The eyes are a bit strained. As an Ohio State fan, our cornerbacks scare me a little there. Super physical. Yeah. Overtly physical. But that just means they got that dog in them. I'd rather have corners that are physical than corners that just don't have that dog in them to begin with. I think UCLA can hurt them tonight because UCLA has no hurt guy. Dude, Nico's out for the game. UCLA is missing their quarterback. UCLA is not going to do nothing to them tonight. They might cover 34.5 points, but they're not winning that game. They're not coming close. They're not even going to sniff it. Dude, I'm pretty sure Nico's out with a concussion. Nico Maliava injury update. Blah, blah, blah. Nico suffered a concussion in the UCLA game, or suffered the concussion in the Nebraska game, and will miss the game against Ohio State 3 hours ago. He is to miss the game with a concussion. He is not playing. Scared boy. Who's the backup to him? Because the backup has a good arm. I have no idea who UCLA's backup is. Is Garber's still around for UCLA? UCLA backup QB. Luke Duncan. Don't know anything about him. All right, they will go for it. in the shotgun. Love out to the right. Imagine you just hey, why not hand this off to Love? No, they're going to toss it to Raritan. You have Jeremiah Love. Run the ball. Are we serious? Turnover on downs. You have Jeremiah Love. I don't care you're missing 3 starters on the offensive line. Hand it off to Jeremiah Love, for goodness sake. Ridiculous. All right, Pitt's going to fake the handoff, throws it out quickly. Ooh, almost a horse collar. Tough tackle. They get 3 yards. Now they're out of the not even the shadow, but A&M, what? They're returning something. Was it an interception? About to see a replay, but it looks like A&M just caught a break. Heischel getting the ball out, almost picked off. And that was Bryce Young, defensive end, dropping back into coverage, or defensive lineman. Oh, Sellers just sailed it over him. Sailed it over his tight end. Heinshaw scrambling, ball batted. It's going to be 4th and 7 from their own 4. They're going to punt it away. Jeez. All right, he gets the punt off. It's going to bounce, and then they're going to let it bounce. And they'll get the ball back at their own 47. Michigan's backup tight end is showing he's got hands. Nice. Oh, did Concepcion just drop a touchdown pass on 2nd and goal? Woof. Oh, Reed tries to get it to Concepcion again, but it's a little too high. They're going to have to settle for the field goal. UConn went for 2 on the first TD and missed it. What up, Greg? How you doing, buddy? All right, Carr gunning this out to Fields, who's going to pick up about 9. Nate says, go Steelers. It's raining nice and hard. And yeah, in Southern Cal. Iowa brought the weather with them. Lions are screwed? Not necessarily. We saw how they played with a whole defense full of backups against Tampa Bay. Handoff to Price, who's going to get pushed forward, pick up the first. Doink! A&M doink the field goal. They're still down 17. Oh. Yeah, Laporte is out, but I mean, they got Jameson Williams, they got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Gibbs. They got weapons. I'm not worried. Here comes the blitz from Pittsburgh. He has to get it out quickly. They don't blow it dead because he did get hit as he threw. They're going to call it incomplete. We need nice weather for Thanksgiving. Heck yeah, dude. I got a turkey bowl to go to. Does Alabama go up on the college football if Texas A&M loses? Yeah, I would say so. Best one-loss team in the nation. How do I cook my turkey? I don't cook my turkey. Though I do have a preference, smoked. You smoke that sucker? Oh. Jackson Meeks. Oh, the former Syracuse wide receiver. Yeah, he's over at Detroit now. All right, here comes 2nd and 10 for Notre Dame at the Pitt 42. He's got Price lined up to the right in shotgun handoff. And Price is going to reel off a big run inside the 30. Yeah, South Carolina up big, 20-3. A&M just doinked a field goal. All right, 1st and 10 from the Pitt 29. And we're going to get another handoff here to Price, who's brought down after picking up 5. Oh, free play. They got it offsides. They throw it to, oh my gosh. What a catch by freaking Malachi Fields. Touchdown. Free play. He is a grown man. He is a grown man. What a pass, by the way. To back shoulder that sucker. Great catch, but don't sleep on the throw. The throw was nice. There is 21-3. All right, scoreboard. Indiana, they're up 10-7 on Wisconsin. South Carolina's up 20-3 on A&M. Michigan is up 7-3 on Northwestern. Northwestern is once again in the red zone. Navy up 24-9 on South Florida. We got Cincinnati. They're up 14-10 on Arizona. Kansas State finally gets on the board with the touchdown. They have the lead 7-6. UConn's up 9-7 at halftime on Air Force. UTSA's up 7-0 on Charlotte. Eastern Michigan's up 17-3 on Ball State. Arkansas, they're up 14-7 on LSU. Tulsa's up 14-0 on Oregon State. West Virginia's up 3-0 on Arizona State. No score in the first. Did they play the first quarter already? Or is this game just got underway? Oh, man, that's one I wanted to bet, and I forgot to. I wanted to take Tennessee Tech plus, 22.5. Shucks. Hal's stock has fallen because he's losing. Cassius Hal? Haven't watched the game right now. I got my second eye on the game. And every time I've looked, A&M's been on offense. Oh, here comes the pressure. Reed gets it out to his running back for a massive gain. Oh. Dude, Reuben Owens has really emerged for A&M. A&M back in the red zone. Going to the end zone, and he throws an interception. He underthrows Craver. Breed's really struggling, man. Man. It was a good play by the DB. All right, we're back here with Notre Dame Pitt. Oh, believe Notre Dame gets the ball at half, so Pitt, you got to score. What you miss? Well, it looks like there might be seemingly some chaos in college football this week. No return here. Nick Harbor, 80-yard touchdown. And Harbor, he's walking to the locker room. I think he was limping. I think he may have pulled his hamstring. Yeah, he's... Coach, I just let you in. It gets it out to Reed, who picks up the first down. And just like that, South Carolina goes up 27-3. Shane Beamer and Nick Harbor sharing a moment on the sideline. Harbor accidentally runs into one of the sheriffs on the sideline as he's limping back. That's kind of funny. All right, fake the handoff. Here comes the pressure, and he's sacked. Oh, almost sacked. Has A&M just had an easy schedule so far? No. A&M's have had some good wins. They went to South Bend and beat Notre Dame. Einshaw scrambling, gets it to Johnson out past midfield with 1:35 left. That's like saying Alabama, have they just had an easy schedule? They lost to Florida State. Oh. Sometimes teams have good games and bad games, man. Highshaw with a tough run to get the first down. Pressure gets to Reed. He has to throw this sucker away. What up, Bradley? You missed another South Carolina touchdown. 80-yard reception by Nick Harbor, baby. And Reed throws another interception. He throws it up and behind Concepcion. Dang, dude. And this has become comical now. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. All right, Shaw dropping back, having to roll out. Here comes the pressure. Tries to dump it to the tight end. Well covered. Dude, Sellers is having a hell of a game. Currently, South Carolina is up 27-3. All right, Hinshaw dropping back, flag down. Gets in underneath, but those are early flags. I wonder if it's a hold. Illegal shift. No doink terminology, please. It hurts. Why did you bet South Florida, bro? Because South Florida's a good squad having a bad game. Can't hit all your bets. I'm sorry. Why I bet South Florida. Navy coming off a loss against North Texas. Granted, they get their quarterback back today, but I thought South Florida is that better of a team that they'd be able to win and cover. And there's still a half to play, though it's not encouraging. What about what about me taking Notre Dame minus 12.5? That's looking good right now. I have never claimed to be the betting master. Spartan, you are looking to get banned from this channel with these false allegations. I don't claim nothing. I always say it is for fun, bet within your means. It should be something you do as a hobby that's affordable. I have never claimed to be some betting guru. You are looking to get banned from the channel with these false allegations. Bro, that seems harsh. Well, I don't know. Maybe you don't defame somebody? All right, South Carolina, they're going to try to hit a 35-yard field goal to go into halftime with a 27-point lead. Yeah, Nintendo Mike, you're good not being banned. It is wrong to defame. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, Spartan. Your jokes suck. Oh, eluding pressure, eluding some sacks. He dumps it off to his tight end. It's going to set up like a 4th and maybe 10. All I'm saying, Spartan, don't claim that I claim to be the betting master. I talk nothing but responsible betting on this channel. I always say it's something we do for fun. I've never made the claim that I'm a guru. I'm out here just doing it for fun. Don't make that a claim, because for some people, gambling is a real problem, man. People just don't have self-control. That's why I'm always saying do it responsibly. Do it within your means. If you can't afford to do it, then don't do it. And I'm never telling people, oh, this is a surefire bet. This is a sure win. I just tell y'all what I like. I didn't say I was addicted. Okay, Spartan. Now you're taking words and you're twisting them. I never said I was addicted. Nor did I think you insinuated that I was addicted. My gosh, dude. And technically, again, if we're going to talk technically, I think if you're a bettor and you hit like 55 to 60%, that typically means you're pretty darn good. I don't know what my average is because I don't keep up with it. I do it for fun. I'm out here betting my livelihood. I'm betting the channel. Come on, South Florida. I need this. All right. Missed field goal. I feel like Notre Dame, you just take this into halftime, you get ball at half, hand it off. But no, they're going to throw. And sacked. No, there's flags out. Pitt thinks that they got the ball, but I thought Carr held on to that. Oh, yeah, dude. Gojo bets on the Pup Bowl, man. They may have pulled it away from him as he was going down, but I'm not positive of that. Oh, the ball did come loose as he was going down. Gojo bets on the cutest pups. Yeah, he might. Yeah, Michigan's got a good kicker. He hasn't missed from 60 plus this season. Just did. Woof. I get what you're saying, Spartan. All right. Let's squash it and put it in the past. Indiana, they've extended their lead. They're up 17-7. I saw Oklahoma's kicker is pretty nice too. He might be. I don't know. Let me see. So 2 seconds left on the clock. Looks like it's going to be Pittsburgh's ball, maybe. Oh no, they're going to send him in. They're going to send him into the locker room. They said time expired. Yeah, I don't have Oklahoma's kicker on my. To be fair, I don't really scout kickers or punters. I just kind of go based on analytics, how they are, indoor opposed to outdoor. I'm not going to act like I can evaluate a kicker. I'm never played, not a soccer player, so I just assume if you played soccer, you could probably be a good kicker. So ACC review committee, we don't hear from them, and they just send the teams to the locker room. They've been transparent this whole game until it came down to that. Don't love that. I don't play college fantasy football. I don't. No, there is college fantasy football. I think you draft position groups instead of players. Then again, I haven't done it in a long time. I saw a video on YouTube where he carried his team against Tennessee. Is this the kicker? The Oklahoma kicker? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the year, I'll go back over some of the kicker analytics and see who I need to add and whatnot. But again, I'm not going to act like that's a position I have any confidence in evaluating. That's one I strictly just go based off analytics. All right, here comes the A&M highlights. What other games you watching today? Jeff, we're doing Oklahoma, Alabama, and Georgia, Texas. We got 3 games today. Jeez. My Raiders are going to need a kicker soon because Daniel Carlson's been declining and might be a free agent. Yeah. What's the Michigan score? We'll do scoreboard right now. Indiana, they're up 17-7 on Wisconsin. South Carolina, they're up 30-3 on A&M. That was a 17-point. That's the thing. A&M was 17.5-point favorites. You look at that number and you want to like it. You want to like it so much. Like when it comes to the underdog, because that's a lot of points you're giving
to a good team, honestly, in South Carolina that just the season hasn't gone their way. And now in hindsight, it's like, yeah, probably should have took that number. Notre Dame's up 21-3. Michigan's up 7-6. Navy's up 24-9. So they just can't. I want to go and look at the box score here. Cincinnati's up 14-10. Kansas is up 7-6 on Oklahoma State. UConn is up 9-7 on Air Force. UTSA is up 7-0 on Charlotte. Eastern Michigan's up 17-3 on Ball State. Arkansas is up 14-10 on LSU. LSU is in the red zone, though. Tulsa's up 14-0 on Oregon State. Arizona State's up 7-3 on West Virginia. Kentucky, they're up 7-0 on Tennessee Tech. All right, let's take a look at this. All right, so it looks like South Florida can't stop the run game. I mean, look at this. 5 carries for 106 yards. Woof. Dude, this Eli Heidenreich, the fullback there, 3. Dude, he's a receiving monster. Golly, I need to look at the play-by-play. I have to know. I have to know more. Let's see. So you got a turnover on downs here from Florida, South Florida. Interception, punt. That's a 3-and-out punt as well. Touchdown, 6 plays in punt. Open drive, 8 plays in punt. But look at these drives. Oh, this could be so much. This margin could be so much bigger. Navy, 5 yards, 5 plays, 88 yards, touchdown. 7 plays, 40 yards, but they fumble. 3 plays, 89 yards. What are we doing? They have a 3-and-out punt. 4 plays, 44 yards. So South Florida cannot do anything. They can't stop these big splash plays, these game-breaking explosive plays. Field goal and then punt. But golly, dude, big plays are killing South Florida. Thoughts on Franklin Devon Tech? It's fine. I'm kind of curious. I have faith in Franklin. Essentially, going to a smaller conference, or at least I don't want to bash another Power 4 conference, but there's a big difference between the ACC and the SEC or the Big Ten. So, I assume like he does a good job recruiting. It should end up pretty well for Virginia Tech. I really thought if Shane Beamer got let go from South Carolina, he would be primed for Virginia Tech. I mean, he's denied looking down the road that he's here at South Carolina. He's going to do what he can. I don't think South Carolina has indicated any real want to move on from Beamer either. But I just figured you got the Frank Beamer dynasty over at Virginia Tech. Shane Beamer would be kind of an obvious candidate there. Nick Saban said Sherrone Moore to lose his job at the end of the year for Michigan because he hasn't done anything besides take over coaching from Chip Lindsey. I don't know. Michigan's still a good enough team where you don't fire head coach, though. What up, Dexy? Hopefully you're having a great day. Dang, Navy's averaging 7 yards a carry. Golly. Did Franklin recruit well at Vandy? I thought he did a good job at Vandy. That's how he
gets the Penn State job. Yeah, I saw R. Mason Thomas unexpected to play. That's a big reason why I love Alabama -6.5. I'm very disappointed in my Bills right now because we let the 2026 first be the reason we didn't trade for Waddle. I'm glad because that's the one player I want the Dolphins to keep, Jalen Waddle. He shouldn't be a guy we're letting go of. To me, that makes no sense. All right, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, grab some H2O. So I'm going to hit y'all with an ad here, and I'll be back in a sec. Notre, come here. He's got a biscuit in his mouth. Well, he's going to go and eat it in the bed. I got him anyway. Hey, Ari. All right, I'm back. It's feeling an awful lot like Christmas. Love Christmas. All right. Let's check out some of these other chats. You can see with Sharon Moore being the coach, they can't do anything. Look at the numbers when, yeah, okay, Poggy. I get that. But it's not like Moore wasn't involved on like the prep or anything like that. I mean, look at the numbers. They faced Central Michigan in one of those games. Let's calm down about Poggy's better. Who's next? Today we're doing Alabama, Oklahoma. We're doing Texas and Georgia. Yeah, Ethan, was it Grunkmeyer? He looked good last week. He did. Well, no, Elko's not on the hot seat. Literally, they were working on finalizing a 6-year extension. Why would he be on the hot seat? They lost one game. Let's not be ridiculous, Spartan. Let's not be ridiculous. That's such an insane. Oh, lost one game. Hot seat. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's not be silly. Yeah, South Carolina. Woo. Mr. Dolphins podcast. South Carolina's put in the work. Wish South Carolina looked like this all year. I'm thinking maybe we wrap up the day and do maybe a college top 25 rankings at the end of our last stream. Try to project what the committee might do. Though, to be fair, Indiana, another touchdown. I think TCU and BYU go off real late tonight. Yeah, that game's going to be at 8:15 my time. So if you're on the East Coast, 10 o'clock. So, yeah, maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. Because that BYU game kind of matters. You might be like, oh, well, BYU should win that. They are only 3-point favorites at home. Don't look now. South Florida touchdown. So he wasn't allowed to be with Michigan during the week either? I don't know if I like watching Grunkball. I liked what I saw last week. SEC is the toughest conference. I agree. Ooh, all right. I'm going to take a quick look, a quick gander. Put in a parlay for the evening games before we get there. So while I get that up to go take a look, let me talk to you guys about my draft guide. Oh no, here we go.
We love the NFL draft, and now my draft guide is available for purchase. It comes with over 500 player backgrounds and close to 300 player evals. It updates throughout the whole draft cycle. So when I add a new eval or I change my rankings, you're going to be the first to know. It's going to have all the pro day and combine numbers along with analytics. And it's a Google spreadsheet for right now. So you have to include your email with the purchase, but we will be switching over to a website at the end of the year. And if you get it now, it's going to be cheaper now than it will be later. It's a great way to support the channel. And as always, much appreciated, much obliged.
All right, looking at the games that have yet to begin, that have yet to start, I've noticed that they've locked the North Texas UAB spread. I mean, that game's about to be underway. I'm gonna die on Alabama today. They're gonna be in all my parlays, so it kind of is what it is. I really wish I could bet Duke. I just don't like that number unless it's -2.5 against Virginia. I'm betting Penn State everywhere. They're up there with Alabama as like I think they're gonna win by multiple scores today. Maybe that confidence will be my downfall. I'll take Memphis plus 3.5. I like Coastal against Georgia Southern. I'll take them plus 3.5. I like Purdue to cover. I wish that number was back at 16, 17.5, but plus 14, 2 touchdowns. I think I'm willing to take that. Purdue's been a covering machine. Even in defeat, they've been a covering machine. So they've been a covering machine in defeat. So I'll take me Purdue. Washington coming off of a heartbreaking loss. I'm not touching Georgia, Texas. I'm not touching Mizzou, Mississippi State. Now, are those the only ones I want to go with today? Is that the only ones I want to go with this slate? I think it might be. Oh, I'm tempted to take Florida Atlantic, but Tulane. If South Florida loses, man, Tulane's really going to need and want that win, and they might make it look pretty. So I think I might just stay away from that one. Part of me wants to take the under in the Iowa game, Iowa USC, but I don't know. All right, yeah, we'll just leave the parlay at that. Oh, Price with the big run. Oh, wow, he's dragging a Penn State defender. I believe that might have been the kick. That may have been the kicker holding his shirt being dragged. Golly, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. But great return by Price. Oh, yeah, he wasn't allowed to be with the team all during the 2 games, and one of them was a Big Ten game. Was that the Nebraska game? He wasn't with? No, I didn't crack open a beer, dude. Sparkling water, baby. The flavor is called Bellini Bliss. Peach, pineapple, mango. Smells fruity as hell. No, you do not get a discount on the draft guide. I might actually charge you more. All right, kicks it out to Will Paulin, who gets out to midfield. It's about what, a 3-yard gain? What round do you think Price goes into? Dude, that I'm about to put him in my top 50. He has added so much muscle. He is like, his arms are jacked as hell. Golly. And he's just running so well. Can you send? No, because YouTube takes part of your super chat money. So no, you cannot send it via super chat. 37, they're going to hand it off to Jeremiah Love, who's going to be about 2 yards short. Do you like Lions or Eagles tomorrow? Nah. Oh, let's see. Where is it at? Is it in Detroit or is it in Philly? Eagles versus Lions. It's in Philly. I would lean with the Eagles. It's probably where the money's at too. YouTube takes like 30%, I think. I hand off to Love. They try to stop him in the backfield, but he's able to break it outside, and he's out past the 30. Down to about the 27 to 25. Wow. That looked like they were about to turn over the ball on downs, and Love was like, nah, I'm going to break this sucker outside, and I'm going to take it
for 20 yards. Nice. Broshmo, what's your thoughts on Skylar Bell? I had him as a D3 round 5 guy. Dexy, I just talked about him in the stock report on Tuesday. I haven't watched him outside of the Duke game. I didn't get a chance to watch and do an eval on him. So I'm hoping to this week. There's quite a few guys I want to get evals on. Emmett Johnson, who I kind of already feel like got a gist of who he is, but I'm going to watch a couple of more games for an eval. Skylar Bell's one. Clev Lubin, the edge rusher at Louisville, is another guy. All right, Carr dropping back. Tries to dump this over the middle to, I think that's Faison. He gives you Diggs vibes? Ooh. Oh, did A&M just score a touchdown? 3rd and 4 for Notre Dame. He's rolling out. He's got pressure behind him. He's got to get it out. Throws it. Tries to get to Faison. There is a flag on the field. All right, Gojo. I get it, dude. I get it. Oh, no idea if A&M is back. They have to score 20 more points. But that's a good start. I didn't see who the touchdown was to. Do you think the committee will put somebody at 3, somebody else at 3? Yeah, if A&M loses, then I think Bama goes to 3. If Navy and James Madison win out, who gets in? If Duke wins the ACC, then they both get in. It was to Williams. Handoff to Love on 1st and goal. Picks up maybe 2. It's going to be 2nd and goal at the 7. Who do I think wins the ACC? Probably Georgia Tech. But again, if Duke wins, then there's a good shot the ACC gets no one into the playoffs. Tries to get it out quick to Raridan, but Pitt had it defended really well. Would have been a loss if it was caught. So we got 3rd and goal from the Pitt 6. Yeah, that was tipped by the linebacker there. Yeah, give me your draft question, Nintendo Mike. All right, we got 3 wide receivers down low and Fields in motion. Rolling out to his right, gets it to Fields, touchdown. Too easy. Miami beat Notre Dame. Does head-to-head not matter anymore? It does matter. It's just not the only part of the equation. Head-to-head is a part of the equation. It's not the end-all be-all to where it's like, well, these are 2 tied teams. These are 2 10-2 teams. We better go with head-to-head because head-to-head could get real murky if you have more than 2 teams involved in a head-to-head. It's a part of the equation. It's taken into consideration. I would put Notre Dame ahead of Miami. Jalen Johnson's out. He's been out for a minute dealing with that core issue. He got surgery on. Arizona's on top. Don't look now. Big 12 might have some chaos. Honestly, Cincinnati goes down, and if BYU goes down, whether it be this week against TCU or next week against Cincinnati, Texas Tech, that's the only team from the Big 12 going to make it. Playoff committee will be super happy, super smiley, because that means they get to put 5 SEC teams in. Maybe Miami too. LSU game is tight. That's good. I really wanted to take Arkansas plus 4.5. I don't know if you watch college basketball, but Iowa State women's record broke recently. Crooks scored 43 in 20 minutes. That's nuts. I don't watch. I only pick up college basketball, both women's and men's, when the conference tournaments begin. Sorry, I'm just too deep into football. I'm trying to get back into other sports. Like I watch a lot of baseball over the summer. She's a big woman. Look her up. Okay. If the Jets don't get the top pick, what are the odds they trade up for it? I don't know. Again, it depends on who decides to come out. Audie Crooks. Oh, I've seen this girl plenty of times. She moves a hella well at that size, like nimble on her toes. Dang, look at them arms. Oh, she does track and field. No freaking kidding. Yeah, she's a shot putter with them arms. Look at that. Dang. You want out, Coach? All right. Gojo couldn't take it anymore. Release me from my captivity. She will be a top 5 pick probably, but she still has a year left. Tennessee gets in, they're not drafting a quarterback. If Tennessee gets in, they're not drafting a quarterback. They're going to be looking to trade. Yeah, they could take the edge from the U. A lot of people like Arvell Reese as a projection for a pass rusher rather than off-ball linebacker. So he might get the Abdul Carter treatment. Michigan scored. Nice. Reese, I think Reese could go top 5 if you're looking at him as an edge rusher. Dude, Pitt, if they want this offense to get going, they need to get it to Desmond Reed more. Underwood's a freshman, dude. No one's looking at him as a prospect right now. There's no point in talking. He's going to be a vastly different guy in another year. So no point in even watching him. That's why I don't watch guys that aren't eligible. Here comes the pressure. Heisel gets away from a sack. Then he gets away from pressure and he's running it. First down and then some, down at about the 44.
Dropping back again. Here comes extra pressure. He tries to get it. He's a little late. Throws it behind Hicks. Falls to the turf, incomplete. Why is Lawrence not good in the NFL after being a generational prospect? I think a lot of that has to do with the turnover at head coach. He's just been unable to be developed because of just the madness. But then again, some guys can do that despite having a lot of turnover when it comes to the offense. Look at Justin Herbert. So, like, dude, with Lawrence, it's just like there's no consistency. You can see the special throws here and there, but then it's just like head scratching decisions here and there. He's not helped by a wide receiver room that consistently drops balls. So, like, yeah, man. Oh, Pitt getting a break here. Reed was stopped for a loss, but face mask. No, the Jags should not have kept Urban. What the heck? Yeah, the Jags haven't done him any real favors, but to be fair, special players are able to not just survive, and I'm not going to say thrive, but they're able to make, what do they say? Make chicken salad out of a chicken what? Like I said, Justin Herbert, he had a whole lot of turnover at offensive coordinator. But look at him, man. He's been someone who's been able to prevail through it. Lawrence has not. All right, we got a 2nd and 9 after the 1-yard gain from Reed. Oh, here comes pressure again. This Heinschel guy is doing a good job of evading pressure, but it's not like he's got crazy good mobility. He's thrown down, but there's a flag. Holding on the offense. That makes sense. Whenever the quarterback contained breaks outside of structure, you're probably going to see a holding play. Yeah, there's the hold as he scrambles away. Yeah, Jags fans already want to give up on it. Like, dude, Brian Thomas Jr. had a money year last year as a rookie. Yeah, he's looking more like MVS this season. He's been plagued by minor injuries, but still dumps it down, and Williams goes down. It's going to be a 3rd and very long. You got NC State being Miami. Well, that's just because you're a troll, Bradley. You probably couldn't even give me a reason why you got NC State over Miami. If NC State's going to win that game, it's going to be because of a shootout, which means the Miami defense has let Miami down, and I just don't see that happening. Dumps it down to Kenny Johnson, who's going to pick up a good grip of yards. It's going to be 4th and manageable. You kind of got to go for it at this point in the game. 4th and 6. NC State beat Georgia Tech. Who have they lost to? Riddle me that. Who's Georgia? Who cares they beat Georgia Tech? Georgia Tech's only got one player on offense. All right. Y'all are just screwing with me now. All right, dumps it to Reed. They got to get it in that boy's hands. Oh, dude, he was taken down disgustingly. He's hurt. No, not Desmond Reed. He was rolled up badly. No, dude, that was a nasty looking tackle. That's the biggest worry with him, man. He's just so small. And he's able to rip off some good yards. Yeah, they rolled up on his ankle. Dang it, dude. Like, that's it.
Reed is this team's only offense. Son of a gun, bro. Come on. If NC State's going to win, it's going to take a masterclass from CJ Bailey. Dude, 100%. Like, if NC State wins, it's going to have to be a shootout. And I just don't see Miami giving up points like that. But never say never. Bane's going to be a disappointing pro. I disagree. South Florida with the comeback? Oh, we should do a scoreboard. Pittsburgh's in the red zone. Spartan, don't tell me what to do with my channel. How about that? I'll flip it to a different game when I want to. I mean, regardless, we're going to be jumping to another game in an hour anyway, so. Bradley, I don't know this. They are 1-1 in the top 25. I don't know what you're talking about there. Oh, Michigan's offense has woken up. Very nice. Let's do scoreboard. Let's hit the refresh. Let's see what we got working here. Indiana's up 24-7 on Wisconsin. Texas A&M still down 20 to South Carolina 30-10. Michigan, they have gone up 14-6 on Northwestern. South Florida is still down 8. They're down 24-16 on Navy. Arizona is up 20-14 on Cincinnati. Kansas State, they're up 7-6 on Oklahoma State. UConn, they're up 19-10 on Air Force. UTSA is up 14-0 on Charlotte. Eastern Michigan's up 17-6 on Ball State. LSU leads at halftime 16-14. Oh, they started Michael Van, was it Buren? We got Tulsa up 17-0 on Oregon State. Arizona State's up 22-10 on West Virginia. Kentucky's up 14-0 on Tennessee Tech. Georgia State, they're up 7-0 on Marshall. Ooh, just like that. North Texas, they're up 14-0 on UAB. Oh, I actually like you switching games to game I actually like you switching game to game. It feels like red zone. Well, I mean, it's kind of tough for me to switch from game to game. I wish I had the split screen of red zone, but I do not. But after this red zone trip, we'll switch games. The question is, which game? That's the question. Which game? NC State lost 1 and 1-1 in versus top 25 teams. Okay. They've also lost to Tulane. Here, let's pull it up because NC State football sketty. All right, so they lost. Well, they only beat ECU by 7 to start the year. They lost to Duke in a shootout. They lost to Virginia Tech. That's not that's horrible. Blown out by, okay, we got a head-to-head like opponents. They were blown out by Notre Dame, which Miami beat. Blown out by Pittsburgh. Dude, it's like NC State. You don't really know what you're going to get with them. Yeah, after this, maybe we do switch to the South Florida game. Yeah, ECU and NC State, they usually are close. And no shade, ECU is a quality team. All right, here comes a blitz. Gets it out to the tight end who drops it. Would have been close to a touchdown. It's 4th and goal.
Uh-oh, we just got another touchdown from Texas A&M. Don't look now. They're coming back. Can South Carolina get the offense going again? Oh, don't tell me we got a penalty here on 4th down. Huh. I think I hear K-pop demon hunter out there. Guess my kids are watching K-pop demon hunter. Dude, this ABC broadcast is breaking up so much. All right, we got 2nd and goal here. ABC broadcast was losing its mind. I just switched to the ACC network. So we're going to have a little like jet sweep. That's going to lose yards. 3rd and goal. Whew. Starting to get warm up here, man. I'm going to have to remove the hoodie for the next stream. All right, here comes 3rd and goal. And just chucking this in the back of the end zone is going to lead to another 4th down. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. And as always, be sure to hit that heart if you're on the X. All right, here comes 4th and goal. All right, so dips it out. Oh, I think we might have a touchdown. Let's see if he got the ball across. He was tackled right there at the goal line, but it looks like Williams may have got a touchdown for Pitt. Knees down. Oh, he might be down at the 1. We need the side angle. Knees. Oh, I think he's short. Oh no. I think he's short. Oh, is that yours? Oh, I'm good. I don't need that. I'm not hungry.
I just make it.
Yeah, you could eat it.
I can eat bread, milk, and cheese.
That's nice. Well, you go enjoy it. Be sure to close the refrigerator and put away everything. If you took out cheese, put it away. All right. Love you, little girl. Dang, dude. I think that knee's down, but we'll see. Dang, A&M's getting hot right now. Dude, when's that knee go down? Oh, maybe he does get it across. That's so close. Knees.
Dang, that's close. All right. Man, they're taking a minute to look this sucker over. The ref call on this Michigan game is bad. Morgan fumbled a punt return and recovered it and was down, and Northwestern punched it out when it was Michigan's ball, and they called it Northwestern. Woof. Dude, did we just get another? No, okay, never mind. They were showing a previous touchdown. Marcel Reed, man, can you put it together? All right, they all have returned it. No touchdown. He was down. He was down at the 1. All right, so let's go ahead and switch over to that South Florida game. We're going to go ahead and switch over to South Florida. South Florida and Navy. Sports, please. Bradley, I know you hope South Carolina wins. South Florida currently on a commercial break. Looks like Navy's driving, though. Honestly, probably watching the Arizona game might be more ideal. Look at Michigan, number 4, Andrew Marsh. That's Underwood's receiver, junior. I've heard good things about Marsh. He made a few plays in the USC game. All right, so Navy's driving. Little shuttle pass. Picks him up a couple of yards there. It's going to be 4th. Field goal makes it a 2-score game, so I'm not surprised they want to go with the field goal here. He's a freshman? Okay, I thought he was a freshman, but I wasn't sure. Ooh, who went down for Texas A&M? They got a player coming off the field. Number 3. I think that's Craver, right? I believe that's Craver. Touchdown A&M. It is a 1-score game. Dude, the tenacity. The tenacity of this A&M team. That's wild. Oh, it was Bethel Roman, not okay, I thought 3 was Craver. Because I know 7's Concepcion. Both Donovan McCulley and Marlon Klein have woke up from Michigan in the second half. Nice. I like McCulley. I watched him a little bit earlier this year. Dude, Texas A&M has 240 yards in the third quarter. That's nuts. All right, so you got an 11-point game here. You need big things from South Florida and underthrown pass here. Bates in the pass interference. Craver's number 1 in the slot. Got it. Number 1. All right, 1st and 10 here for South Florida at their own 40. And Brown's going to run this one. Oh, and he's going to rip off a ton of yards. He's out past the 30, the 20, the 10, and touchdown. South Florida has come alive. Thanks, Skater Boy. You are going through the thick of things right now with this Michigan Northwestern game. South Florida will go for 2 here after the big touchdown run by Brown. 60 yards. Ooh. Didn't I tell y'all about this this Texas A&M offense, though? They could score points in a bunch. All right, Brown dropping back. He's going to throw it to the back of the end zone. That looks like a 2-point conversion, and it is a 3-point game for South Florida. I don't know where Spartan is. I've yet to put him on the ban list, so. Pitt pick 6. Nice. Pitt got themselves a pick 6. Repaid the favor. Repaid the favor. Do you want to go out there? You hear Aquila barking? You're free. You heard Aquila barking, I could tell. You look so hot.
Eggs are out, milk's out. Sorry.
Well, she was trying to make lunch. So Michigan's up 21-9. That's awesome. I may have taken them in a parlay. What'd they go off? 9.5, 8.5? Notre Dame intercepts the 2-point conversion and takes it to the house. That's hilarious. Dude, that's hilarious. Brozer, that's good. That's hilarious. I like that. All right, we got 3rd and 7 for South Carolina. They're close to midfield here. So this is about to be a 30-9 game. For Notre Dame. And 4th down, they do not get the conversion. They're going to punt it away to A&M. With A&M giving them a chance in the 4th quarter to take the lead, the first lead of the game for them. Pressure got home, and he missed his wide receiver wide open. He was just behind him. That's a lot of yards, Skater Boy, for Jordan Marshall. No way. South Carolina stops the punt at the 1-yard line. Wow, dude, I love this for the Aggies. Put them in, give them all the tension, all the adversity. Having to come back down 27 and then the drive to take the lead, you have to start at your, not even the 1, it's like the 1 inch. Yeah, that was a good punt. That was great. Great play by the special teams unit in general. Arizona, they're up 27-17 on Cincinnati. Ooh, good run by Horvath. Oh, Horvath. Underwood, completion, attempts, yards. Oh man, I'm not gonna try to figure all that out. It looks like you have 18 or 24 for 237 yards. Yeah, I'm not gonna figure that out. He has no touchdowns, but has 237. Yeah, South Florida in a tight one now. Oh, Horvath he's down. He's on the ground. Remember, he missed the last game because of injury. So Horvath is going to be off the field for this next play. And they blow the play dead flag. And encroachment on the offense. So it's going to set up a 3rd and 7. Or 2nd and 7, excuse me.
Gojo wants back in. Hey, Gojo, I'll get you in after the second down play. All right, bud. And they're going to hand it off, but the quarterback keeps it. He is going to pick up a first. Hey, bud. So Horvath is going to stay on the sideline. And he's going to fake hand this one off and try to pass it. Gets it out there. I believe that's Heidenreich. Griffin Wilds. Ooh, I will look him up. Oh, they fake the fumble Ruski and pick up a couple of yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Oh, and they got Bethel Roman back in the game for A&M. Just picked up a first down. And it looks like they got the first down on the ground there. All right, Griffin Wilds made some plays this year. He had over 1,000 yards last year at South Dakota State. He's got close to 600, probably over 600 now, but 5 tutties coming into the Michigan game. Huh. Yeah, Navy looking to click that time. Gets it off to Heidenreich for a couple. Another guy for you to keep eyes on next year is Mason Curtis, number 25. He's a defensive back. He's a sophomore this year, but 6'5", 211. Golly, that's massive. Oh, they're looking to pass. Wide open. It's Heidenreich, who he got his head in the middle of the camera. What?
Ari insisted that you have this.
I do. Can I get one that's not the Bellini Bliss? It's a little too fruity for me. And I like fruity. He's been helping Michigan win. Is Rod Moore out again? Oh, man, that sucks. He was just coming back. Hey, thank you so much. Oh, what's in touchdown? That could put it away just with the way Navy controls the clock. Oh, Ruben Owens is down for A&M, and he is in a lot of pain. 3rd and 4, by the way, in that A&M game. Go, Joe. You might want to keep that trash closed. Just with Gojo out. All right, back to a 10-point game.
The South Florida offense, man, they've just been giving up explosive plays all game. Yeah, they are saying it's still ACL. I wonder if Michigan will do the 6th year on him. Will he be eligible for a medical waiver? No, Moore's played in 2 games. I know for sure he's played in 2 games. All right, we are 30 minutes away from the Alabama Oklahoma stream. Oh, don't look now. Cincinnati, they got a score. They're down 3 to Arizona, 27-24. Here, actually, let me set this up. That way y'all are directed straight to that stream if you are on the YouTube. There we go. Thank you. All right, here comes the kickoff. Man, yeah, Florida. It kind of South Gojo. The minute he walks in, dude. The minute Gojo walks in, he wants to walk out. What's that noise? That's Gojo scratching at the door, bro. Are you new to the stream? Is this your first time here? Hey, bro, you got inside. Are you in or yeah? You were just clawing at the door. Nope, you're in? Okay. Do you like to bet on the side of where the money is or against? Not it. I keep that into account. Like, okay, who's moving where? But typically, I just go based on like who I think can win, who I think can cover. If I think the number's right or wrong. All right, Byron Brown rolling out. He's just going to run with it. Gets to about the 21. Oh. Yeah, like I figure Alabama, they're pretty decent at covering not just at home, but covering by more than one score. So I typically like Alabama at home to win. Like anything Alabama at home, 6.5 or less, I like, especially in this game for Oklahoma. Brown gets it out, picks up about 5 yards. What do you think is the biggest game left in the regular season? A&M Texas is going to be big. Oh man, South Florida really screwing the pooch here. So A&M Texas is going to be a big one. Oregon against Washington and USC are also a couple of big games that could change things. I do think Miami Pittsburgh is a game to watch out for too. All right, Brown rolling out, gets it to his receiver for a first down out across midfield as well. Oh, dude, TD, you're right. A&M, they're about to take the lead. Was that EJ Smith? That's Emmett's son. Target and Northwestern on the kickoff, 21-16 right now. Woof. Throws one deep just out of the reach of the wide receiver. The kicker got targeted? That's hilarious. Should be like a blindside hit or something. Wow, yeah, forced that one in tight pressure around the line of scrimmage. I don't like that decision. Texas A&M game's living up to the hype. Sure is. 28 unanswered. And Brown scrambling, looking to run. He's going to be close. It's going to be 4th and 1, 4th and 2. But he's definitely short. You hear Akila and you got to go with her. All right, they pick up the first down on 4th and 1. Handoff. Oh, man. Y'all want to... if I'm South Florida, I'm trying to score quick. Get this sucker up in tempo. Because you just know how Navy's offense works, man. They're just going to tick and tick and tick and tick and just drain that clock. Oh, trick play. Trick play. Touchdown, South Florida. Nah, the minute Brown faked that run and then threw it back to the wide receiver, I was like, oh, they got someone downfield. Trick play touchdown for South Florida. Excuse me, it was the running back that got the toss and got to throw the touchdown. And they missed the point. They missed the extra point. Oh. Oh, man. Golly, dude. These games today. Let's do a scoreboard. I feel like it's scoreboard time. As A&M has taken the lead, they're up 31-30 on South Carolina. What a game. Notre Dame, they're railroading Pittsburgh 37-9. Michigan, they're up 21-16 on Northwestern. Navy, they still up after the missed extra point by South Florida. They're up 34-30. Arizona driving, they're up 27-24 on Cincinnati. Kansas State, they're up 14-6 on Oklahoma State. Eastern Michigan, they're up 24-9 on Ball State. LSU's up 16-14 on Arkansas. Arkansas is in the red zone, though. Tulsa utterly destroying the Beavers from Oregon State, 24-0. Arizona State's up 22-10 on West Virginia. Kentucky's up 28-7 on Tennessee Tech. Marshall's up 14-7 on Georgia State. North Texas railroading UAB 28-7. A couple other games just got underway. Let's see which ones have finished. As Indiana, we know that they beat Wisconsin 31-7. UTSA wins 28-7. UConn, they cover that -8.5, baby. They win 26-16. They go to 8-3. Dude, ESPN is messed up. Northwestern is not beating Michigan. It says 23-21 right now. How's Indiana doing? I don't know. I didn't watch the Wisconsin game, but Indiana looks like a hell of a good team. But they win. They beat Wisconsin 31-7. Sellers dropping back under pressure and sacked. I believe that was Hicks. It's a good interior player they have at A&M there. Or excuse me, edge. All right, we got a 3rd and 15 and a blitz. Sellers trying to escape, trying to get away. No time. Dude, that blitz called at the right time. Sellers should have ran, but it's 3rd and 15. That's the problem, Bradley. 3rd and 15, and you had the A&M defense corralling. Like, you had to throw that football. Sellers is coming up limping. That's not on Sellers. Should have ran it on 3rd and 15 and what? Set up 4th and 8? Oh, the second down play? I didn't catch the second down play. Oh, he did try to run it, and he got hit. He got tripped up on the second down sack. All right, we're going to get a handoff here for a first down, just taking the clock away. Wow, so Northwestern goes up 1 score on Michigan. Oof. And you said Underwood might be benched. Ooh. A&M paid the refs. Stop. SEC refs are just bad. Woodson's going to hold on to the football, pick up 1 yard. All right, here comes 2nd and 10. We're down to 4:15 left in the ball game here. Fake the handoff. Woodson's going to hold on to it, break outside, pick up the first, out past midfield, past the 40, the third. That's touchdown, dude. South Florida can't stop a big play to save their lives. Navy touchdown, 64 yards. Dude. I can't wait, and I would love to see how many big plays South Florida gave up defensively in this game. Hey, Cade. Hey, yeah, all is good, buddy. It's been a fun week. Gojo, what are you doing? Get out from under there. What are you looking at? You want to say hi to the people, Goj? Oh. Gojo. Hey, buddy. You want? There you go. Yeah, purebred good boy. All right, you can sit down. What up, Eric? How big of a loss would this be from Michigan? I mean, they lost to App State like 2 decades ago. So, I mean, it's a big loss as in it'll probably eliminates them from college football playoff contention. But I think to make the college football playoff, they still probably would have needed to beat Ohio State. Oh, mean tackle there in the South Carolina game. All right, got it again. You got to score fast, man. As an OSU fan, Michigan losing would be hilarious. Yeah. All right, South Florida. Running the football. What are we doing? Well, just to pick up the first down. Okay, that's fair. Stops the clock. It should stop the clock on a first down, but the clock's still going. But they go up tempo. Sling it out. Nice pass out into Navy territory. Jordan Marshall's hurt. Uh-oh. All right, Brown rolling out. He's going to run this one. Might be in a position where you you don't want to waste a lot of time, and you just get the field goal and then try to make a stop or go for the onside kick. Man, you'd really like to come away with a touchdown here, though. All right, Brown's stepping up, looking to run with it, and he'll run out of bounds. About the same spot as where the line of scrimmage was. Can't move his left arm. That sucks for Jordan Marshall. All right, Brown gets it out on a screen. Oh, and he cuts it back in upfield. Oh, breaks the tackle. He's into the end zone. I thought it was foolish to break that inside. It's like, just go out of bounds, stop the clock, but then he breaks a couple of tackles. Touchdown. All right, so you go for a 2-point conversion here to make it a field goal game. Yep, here comes the 2-point conversion. And they still have, South Florida still has 3 timeouts if they could somehow manage a stop on Navy. You got trips up top. Looks like a fake screen, and they get it. Fake screen to let the seemingly the blocker sneak behind the defense, which he did. There we go. We're back to a 3-point game. 41-38. 5'11", but 210. Ooh, that's a decent running back size right there. That's a good running back size. My mic is muted. No, I'm just not talking, bro. Unmute my mic. Dude, how about you turn on your headphones? I just hadn't talked. Took a sip of coffee. Went to go read something. I'm sorry. Yeah, comebacks aplenty today. Texas A&M. South Florida, potentially. They got the 3 timeouts. They just need to make a stop some way, somehow. Let's see what else we got. I mean, I guess technically Northwestern. Cincinnati's trying. They're trying. Arkansas is taking the lead in the second half. I wouldn't really call the Michigan game a comeback, though. I mean, I guess they were down 2 scores at one point. All right, that sucker's done. All right, in a couple of minutes, we will be switching over to Alabama, Oklahoma. That will be a new stream. If you're on X, I'll be up in a minute. If you're on YouTube, you'll be redirected straight to that next stream. Dang. Okay, so Texas A&M police. We are aware of the incident in the Northeast Tunnel involving the DPS trooper. He has been relieved of his game day assignment. Because it looks like Nick Harbor accidentally ran into him. And I don't think the trooper ran into him on purpose. I don't think he didn't go in for a shoulder or anything. But like he was kind of wide. He was kind of wide. I think that's just misunderstanding. You just throw a couple apologies back and forth. It's whatever. And Navy recovers the onside kick, but 3 timeouts, just got to get a stop. What up, Johnny? How you doing, buddy? All right, we got a good stop there. Call timeout. Got 1:49 left. Yo, quit playing with me. I see that the mic is on. If y'all start pulling this mic crap with me, I am gonna put y'all on timeout. Don't you act like we got technical difficulties going on right now. Oh, Preston Stone all banged up. Yeah. Let's do this. All right, we got a 2nd and 9 here. Okay, we got 2nd and 9. South Carolina only needs a field goal to win. Yes, they do. Wow, Navy just pushed that sucker pass for a first down. 2nd and 9. Ugh. All right, Arizona, they end it. They beat Cincinnati. Game over. Arizona wins 30-24. Marshall still can't move the shoulder on the sideline. That's rough, man. That's rough. So I feel like that's probably an end to South Florida here. We will keep tabs on that game. I personally want to go switch over real quick to A&M, South Carolina. Oh, incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 6 here for South Carolina. Oh, Skater Boy, you're done with Underwood? Dude's a freshman, man. Dude's a freshman. All right, they're going for it. Seller gets it down. So is that Harbor? That's a big catch. Harbor's still down, though. As he was kind of like flat backed. Oh, man, Harbor is still down. Yeah, and I mean, the defender lands on him full body weight, too. Spartan, you go look up the Indiana score. It was 31-7. Wisconsin loses. I've said it multiple times. Golly, brah. If I see that one more time, dude, I'm just not going to respond. Done so many scoreboards today, bro. South Carolina's championship runs over. All right, Harper's back up. Hopefully he could get back into the game. If you remember on the 80-yard reception, he did touchdown reception, mind you. He did pull up a little gimpy, limping, maybe a hamstring. Hey, Bradley, Spartan, if y'all gonna troll like that, dude, I will put you on timeout, dude. Let's have fun football discourse. Let's not try to be just rambling idiots for the sake of just being an idiot. All right, we got a screen out past the 40, their own 40, of course. To be honest, if Michigan loses, this is from Logan, I'll kind of be sad because the game won't mean as much, but it still is a really huge game no matter what. So, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, Ohio State, Michigan doesn't really matter what either team's records are. It's always going to be a big game. It's kind of the same with Auburn, Alabama. When was the last scoreboard? We probably did it about 3-5 minutes ago. Bradley, I know you're playing, but it just makes me want to ignore anything you put in the chat. And I don't want to start ignoring people in the chat. But if you get a troll, it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to read this person's comment or waste my time because they're just kind of a big troll. So I'm just going to skip over their stuff. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that guy. All right, we could do another scoreboard real quick. Hit the refresh as we're about to flip over to Bama. So we'll do a scoreboard, and then we'll flip over streams. Texas A&M, they're up 31-30 on South Carolina. Carolina trying to drive with 2 minutes left, 2.5. Notre Dame, they're up 37-9 on Pitt. Northwestern's up 22-21 on Michigan. Navy is up 41-38, though. They've been moving the ball. South Florida can't stop them. That game's likely put away. Arkansas, they're up 22-16 on LSU. Tulsa's up 24-0 on Oregon State. Arizona State's up 22-10 on West Virginia. Kentucky's up 28-10 on Tennessee Tech. Marshall's up 21-10 on Georgia State. North Texas is up 31-7 on UAB. Missouri State's up 7-0 on UTEP. And then we got a couple of games that are all knotted up. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to flip streams from here. And we're going to go to Alabama, Oklahoma. If you're on the YouTube, you will be transferred to that stream. If you're on the X, I'll be up in a sec. So I'll see y'all in a sec.